Hello, Monsters About here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, Part 2 of my Skrag campaign, where last time we went up against the forces of Morbious. It's a little bit concerning, but despite... Oh, sorry. Morbidus. It's a totally separate and unique... They be Morbid? Doesn't matter. Anyway, so, right, last time we took out the dwarfs quite quickly, and we've pooped out a Camp Crobats. No, that's the general. It's actually Camp Karak Ziflin, or Karak Ziflin Camp. That's fine, it's a good name. And we're building that up. We've got, nice little bit of radius there, but mostly it's just so that I can build it up. This is a nice protected area. The one major issue I find with camps is they get curb stomped pretty quickly. So having somewhere safe means that we can build it up, get the resources and the different, units, and we'll have somewhere to recruit them, which will be useful. Because in my previous campaign, my camps all got stamped on, and it takes a while to build them up. So sucks to be me. Let's get Wild Heart. Yeah, more Winds of Magic when you cast Amber Spear, which of course is the best spell in the game. Can we... If I attack you... Will you... Yeah, see, that's ideal, because I would prefer to kill them here rather than have to deal with all that settlement bullshit. That makes sense. Oh, that's a lot of rats! It's not ideal, but we're going to fight them in the trees. We've basically just waited for the enemy reinforcements to turn up. And then hit them with everything we've got. They're all blobbed up back here. Better if we had a nice AoE spell. But we do have an Amber Spear. I know people are going to be like, Amber Spear's not the best spell in the game, Monsters About. Well, you're wrong, because... How many kills did you get? 77. Yep, that'll do. See? And it's cheap as well. So you can just chain cast those bad boys. How's our ogres doing? Alright, well, I say, in the trees, it's not really ideal place for them to be fighting, but we seem to be doing okay. I mean, they're only throwing clan rats. If it was like, Jade Warriors with halberds, I might be a little bit more concerned. But it's just a horde of vermin. So... We're doing alright. As long as you don't get surrounded. Gerald, don't get surrounded. Vermin being pummeled from all sides. There you go. I'll do it. Seem to be mopping up on the left flank here. They are pulling out. Now, it would be nice to kill as many as possible, but I'll kill them all even. But if we just kill as many as possible, we should just be able to auto-resolve the settlement battle afterwards, which is, that's fine. Grey Seer there, he doesn't look super happy, mostly because all of his minions are fleeing. Despite his brilliant strategy of charging directly at the horde of ogres, his pathetic, useless, probably supplied by his enemy's minions, seem to be running away and dying a lot. Yep, there we go. Looks like most of the army is now fleeing off. I don't know how much damage we did to him, but I'm hoping it's pretty good. Okay, so that's thinned down the horde a little bit. Do I want the food? We've got 88 meat, which is probably enough. I will take the replenishment. It says close victory. Most of them are already pretty wounded. What's the settlement? Rumduraz. Oh god, yeah, I'm just gonna... We just auto-resolve that one, I think. Well, ain't morbing no more. And another settlement. under our belts. Okay, we've got 2 provinces now. I would imagine that Karl's probably getting a little bit frisky. I'm a strategic threat now. Is that right now, Karl? You're calling me a strategic threat? Are you? You little son of a bitch. I will fucking end you, mate. Let's get them more. Yeah, okay.
I can serve you better, great Morb.
Okay, we'll do that. And I'll get a little bit extra replenishment. Because obviously that's going to be quite useful for us. So, we want to build up this camp. But I also want some reasonably... So, we need to get to level 3. So, it's only level 2. It's 1 turn before we get... Okay, that's fine. Is there anything else that's going to help us with growth? I don't think so. No. I think that's it. Casualty replenishment. We also get upkeep reduction. It's 30% there, and then I think you get 60%. So you get up to 90% reduction on the cost of all the units in the camp, which is quite nice. So obviously units are only costing 10% of what they should do, but you do have to pay for them as a garrison, and you do need your boys, because otherwise the AI treats your camps like an undefended settlement. Doesn't go well. Let's get more growth here. Okay, I think we maybe head back round and deal with Karl now. I just think Karl is gonna he's gonna get in his little head that he wants to fight me. These guys don't like me, but I get the feeling that Karl is probably the bigger problem. So let's come down. I mean, we can lose these settlements. It doesn't really matter. It's not really going to be the end of the world if we do lose them. Get a little bit of growth there just to be on the safe side.
Leader of the tribe.
We'll upgrade that, because then we can start upgrading some of these. So getting things like, getting another 200 income would be nice. Getting access to gorges actually would be good. Casualty replenishment rate, diplomatic relations may not be the worst thing to get actually. Oh yeah, we've got contracts, don't we? I completely forgot about contracts because they're fucking awful. Have they changed them? Have they changed them? Doesn't matter. Right, Carrick Ziflin, you're kind of like the settlement, which is the easiest to defend, being that you are deep in the mountains. So we'll upgrade this. Well, I mean, if we lose the Northern Grey Mountains, that's not really in the world, but I'm going to bring Skrag round here. Gristle Valley does have that special building, which would be kind of useful to have, maybe. It's not great, but it's something. I'll take it. That's not... Nope. That's who I want. So we now have access to Ogre Bulls with Iron Fist. Now I think they're just better, aren't they? Oh, we're not in the region yet. Well, once we're in the region, we'll recruit some... Because I think the ones with the Iron Fist are actually just generally better. The ones with dual weapons are better against infantry, which I guess we'll be fighting quite a lot. So it could be worth thinking about that. So these guys... Yeah, they have a little bit of extra armor, some missile resistance. Now that might be useful against the Empire, who are going to be fielding a shit ton of missile units. So I'm thinking maybe we get rid of a couple of... Not you. Let's get rid of you and you. Do something like that. Yeah, I know you will. Okay, we'll get some more cash, and we'll get some more camp growth, which will be good. We need 8 for this, which is going to take... Well, it's not too bad. I don't know whether to bother upgrading that. I might leave that for a minute while we upgrade the Southern Grey Mountains. Particularly now we can get some more saber tusks, who are very good, particularly for like getting around the flanks and attacking those missile units. A new contract. Okay, let's see what we got here. Is any of this actually going to be useful, or is it mostly just absolute trash? I mean, camp growth isn't the worst thing. Eliminate Blout Feastmaster, right? Raise that foot, or rope. I mean, I've come all the way down to kill Karl now. I mean, I could just like nip up there. So, well, do I need to take those? I guess it's every 10 turns. So I could hold off taking that just until I know. Just until I know what I want to do. I'm gonna get red. Do I want the Noblars? The Noblar trappers are better, right? They're just better units. They cost slightly more, but they are better. So we can get rid of those. Get a couple of you. Get rid of you. Maybe get another one of you. Maybe even get another one. Do something like that. Now we do have a little bit of income here. It's not much, but I'll take it. We've got those buildings. We don't need that. Anything that's going to give us a little bit of growth would be good. I'm going to bypass the contract for the minute because I don't really know what one I want to take. We got 123 food. That's plenty. We're good. Do we have an offering we could do? It's not really that useful at the moment. That may not be the worst thing to get. I'll hold off. I don't need anything desperately right this instant. Let's get butcher spices because then we can get larger campfires for extra growth. I don't really need to build that up at the moment, so I think I'm just going to hold off. Get that growth. A moor hole. Yeah, why not? Let's get a moor hole. Everyone loves a moor hole. More hole, bud hole. Holes, am I right? What are they? How do we stop them? I think this is generally fine. What I might do is get rid of you. And then not be able to replace the one that I recruit. I mean, we're not super worried about this at the moment. I'm not overly concerned about Karl. He hasn't declared war at the moment, which is, to be honest, a bit of a surprise. Pretty much every Skrag campaign I've played, Karl tends to get all angsty. Can we recruit another boy? Yes, I will. I will take the time to do that, I think. And then I'm like, that's a fairly good little force there. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, obviously we could do with more money, but maybe if we like torch Altdorf, you know, that's more money, right? And he'll never see it coming, probably. Or maybe he will. You know what we could do? Do the old... Well, we can't do it at the moment. Do the old sneaky bastard trick. Bring out a boy, a lad, to like lure in the army, crush it in an ambush. Let's go ambush spear because of course best belt in the game. Oh, do I not have the money? Fuck. Maybe we just do some light raiding? 168. See, this is why raiding isn't worth it. 168. What's the fuck the point? What's the fucking point? Like, this army cost me almost 3,000 and I'm making 168 from raiding. What the fuck is the point in raiding? Unless you get massive bonuses to it, it's just not worth it. The only place it has been worth it is in Total War Troy, where I think raiding was actually a lot of fun. And I genuinely think they should keep the resource stuff. I'm not too bothered about that. Cunning, fleet-footed, more preacher. I mean, perceptive is deboner. Freg the deboner. It's a mood, isn't it? Alright, you know what, Freg? You know what, Freg? You're up. You're up, mate. Yeah, I know you haven't moved. That's because you're staying there. Oh, we don't have the money now. Oh. Well, maybe if we kill Karl, we can loot loot his bodies and have all that money for ourselves. So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking, Karl.
Speak. I will hear you now.
Fuck you.
Warned, my mood is...
Your mood's going to be fucking worse when I'm through with you. Right, Freg.
No time for supper.
Isn't there? I'm sorry. What have we got? Arsebelcher. Wow, it's a More Seeker. Capture the Zen Wu settlement. I'll level with you, mate. I don't think that's going to be happening. Giant Breaker. That's pretty cool. And Wall Crusher during siege battles. Win a siege battle. Okay. It's a mystery. Okay. Alright then. Alright, you come over here. Is there somewhere we can stick you with good ambush? That's not too bad. Okay, come over here. You come over here. Right. Come on, Karl. Come and party with me. Thank you. It's all I've ever wanted. I love it when an ambush comes together. Oh, and from the rear as well. Oh, it's like pinball. But with living human beings. Karl's having a bit of a rough time as he gets pummeled by Skrag and Gordon Ramsay. He's a little Karl sandwich there, and he's the meat. Elsewhere, the infantry is getting pummeled from all sides. I mean, ambush is always pretty brutal. I'm going to use my saber tusk to hunt down as much as possible, because obviously this army being dead means that Altdorf is basically undefended. I mean, we could have lured them out other ways. It just would have taken longer. Just, you know, stick Frog, Fred, whatever his name is. This guy? No, he's over there. What's your name? I can't remember. Frag. It's Fred. Fred, yeah. Stick Fred there. Karl goes, ooh, let's kill him. And it doesn't work out very well. Did you just hit Bob? You bastard. You absolute... Are you running away now? Alright, Gordon. Do you want to stick him with an amber spear, mate? Hit him with an amber spear. You got this. I believe in you. You missed. Alright, well, yeah. Good job. Oh, poor Karl. That is a nice chunk of cash. I don't really need the replenishment. I'll take the money, thanks. Thanks, Karl. Thank you. Hopefully we've got enough to build Karak Zifling camp. Nope, we do not. Never mind. At least I caused terror when fighting the Empire. At least that's something. Ooh. As core harvester, Skrag is ever on the lookout for fresh meat for his cauldron. Long days spent wandering the undercaves taught the prophet of the Great Moor to observe the gorges which haunt his every step, for their feral senses allow them to root out fresh quarry to satisfy their gnawing hunger. When the gorges nostrils flare and their famished eyes gleam red, Skrag knows that slaughter is close at hand, and he has learned to gauge the scale of the potential feast by the gorges' silent eagerness. On this day, the gorges have spent some time sniffing eagerly beyond the caverns, heading up out of darkness and into the peaks with saliva stringing from their horrendous teeth. Skrag's instinct is that they are onto something big, and he follows them, determined that his cauldron will have the greatest share of the flesh glut. Alright. Well, we definitely will do that, but first... Now, it says it's... But we can always just continue the siege. What else we got? Offering to the Great Moor could be useful. Troll Gut. I mean, less Winds of Magic would be good for the Troll Guts. And I do like the Moor as well. And then we can get extra ingredients. So that's more Winds of Magic. So good all around. Let's go for Meat Cleaver for you. I think, unless there was anything else I was looking at there. We could maybe go for that, but no, I'm going to go for Meat Cleaver, I think. Yeah. Now, Frigg, you have kind of fulfilled your purpose, but, you know, you're here now, so may as well get you to join in. Even if you are costing us required monies. Slightly off. Never mind. We'll just siege them down a little bit. Because although they do have a settlement... Hello? Are you gonna... You're gonna kill me, okay. Okay. And you're coming to play... Okay, that actually works out for me, because it's going to be much easier to bludgeon you to death on the battlefield than it would be in a siege. Reinforcements from Altdorf have turned up just in time. For lunch. Clipped Karl there with an amber spear. Nicely done, Gordon. Ooh. Imperial line buckling under the ogre charge. We also have Gorgers coming in on the flank. Need to take out these missile units. Halberdier is trying to stand firm. Well, unfortunately, they can only block one unit, whereas the rest of the Gorgers... Oh, they got a fisting. The rest of the Gorgers now coming in from behind. Also got the Saber Tusk taking out the mortars, and then they're free to run around behind as well, which means the Imperial army is now almost entirely encircled, which is bad news for them. The missile units are now useless. Skrag and... Oh, it's Thyrus! Thyrus! Bloody Thyrus. He's not a Nussbacker, but still. The Imperial line is not doing very well. Completely surrounded. We are losing a few ogres here and there, but it's nowhere near enough. See Gordon Ramsay getting in there. I mean, he's only got one leg, so we are an equal opportunities employer in Skrag's army, and that's really nice to see. Oof, there's a lot of dead Imperials lying all over the place. Thyrus and Skrag continuing to duel, and we've got a little bit of lag. Where's Karl? Oh, there he is. Karl, it seems to be beating up the Noblars. Are they? When I said pick on someone your own size, was that what you meant? Was that what you took? We're chucking some knives at him. I'll get him. He's just rolling around hitting people with a hammer, like the dweeb he is. Get him, boys. Well, the Imperial army has disintegrated. Everyone's running all over the place. It's basically bag up as many humans as you can find for lunch. You know, pack yourself a snack bag. We'll be in Altdorf this time tomorrow. Now, hopefully we've got enough money to... Oh, ready? Okay. I'll replenish. Well, hopefully we've got enough money from that battle to now build up the camp. The Orthodoxy dominates. Good for them. More camp growth, which is always nice. There we go. We've got enough money, just about. And with any luck, we should just be able to... Yeah, they're all dead. Yeah. Okay, cool. Do I raise it or sack it? I would like the money. The problem is, if I leave it, the Auto Resolve will probably kick my ass next turn. I don't have anywhere to replenish, so I think I'll just raise it. The Blood Statuette of Spite. Ooh, that's quite nice. It's pretty natty. All right. Do a little camp. now that the Empire is
Never.
significantly less of a threat, are you sailing, Karl? I mean, not sailing very well. I'll be honest. I am not a nautical man myself. However, I would say that that is not an optimal way for your boat to... Good. Anyway, right, well, Altdorf is dead. I might take the... Is there a mission to... No, well, contracts in one turn. Maybe they'll give me a mission to burn Eel Heart. That would be good. If you give me one to do that, that'd be grand. But that's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.